How I tricked my hipster brother-in-law with cheap gas station beer. Have you ever met a craft beer guy who makes his entire personality about hops and obscure breweries? My brother-in-law, Trevor, is unbearable. He shows up to every family cookout wearing a beanie, even in July, holding a 4-pack of some $30 microbrew. He refuses to drink what the rest of us are having. He calls our cooler full of Coors Light, carbonated dishwater. He actually lectures my dad about the flavor profiles and the IBU levels while we're just trying to eat our hot dogs. Last weekend, we had a massive backyard barbecue. Trevor brought a fancy wax-sealed bottle of what he called a wild fermented sour farmhouse ale. He popped it open, poured a little into a special tulip-shaped tasting glass he brought from home, and left it on the patio table to let it breathe. I saw my window. I took his glass into the kitchen, dumped the sour ale down the sink, and grabbed a can of the absolute cheapest, most generic light beer my dad buys in 30 packs. I poured it right into Trevor's fancy glass. I walked back outside and waited. Trevor walks over and picks up the glass. He swirls it. He sticks his nose in and takes a massive whiff. "Ah," he says to the whole patio. "You can really smell the funky yeast strain. It's earthy. It's complex." He takes a huge gulp, swishes it around his teeth, and swallows with his eyes closed. "Incredible," he whispers. "The notes of barnyard hay and crisp grapefruit. You guys have no idea what you're missing." My dad is coughing into his napkin to hide his laughter. I walked over, holding the empty blue and silver can of cheap light beer. "I'm so glad you like the barnyard notes, Trevor," I said, smiling, "because that complexity, Miles, is actually just Milwaukee's best light, straight from the bottom of the ice cooler." The entire backyard went dead silent. Trevor stared at the glass. He turned bright red. He didn't bring up flavor profiles for the rest of the day, and honestly, I think he actually liked it.